Hey guys, Brian here and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you a few side hustles that you can make $100 a day with little to no skill requirements. So whether you need the extra cash to just buy something nice or to invest it, or you need to pay off debts, these are very simple, minimal skill tasks that can help you get to those goals, whether it's, again, saving, investing, going on vacation, paying off debts. These could help you get to those financial goals. But before we get started, don't forget to drop a like on this video. So the first one is going to be delivery driving. And I use this all the time, whether it's Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash. I use it all the time. I was just at Disneyland and we did Postmates. We did Uber Eats. It's because we didn't rent out a car to drive around. And I also didn't want to drive around in standstill traffic in a city that I didn't know. So I ended up paying for the service of people delivering stuff to me. And that's where you guys can make some money. And this is one of the easiest and most popular ways to make money. So of course, the skill requirement is very minimal. You just need to know how to drive. So for those of you that don't know what Uber Eats is, Postmates, or DoorDash, it's pretty much a way to earn money by delivering food or groceries to the client, to the customer. All you need is a car, a bike, a scooter, and a smartphone to get this done. You get to choose your own hours. So if you have a day job, you can do things at night, especially those people that get those munchies at night. You guys could be able to be the ones that deliver the food. And of course, the ways to make more money doing this is fully dependent on how many deliveries you make. I personally know a few friends of mine that do this and actually make a good amount of money. And if you want to know where I live, in New York City, Uber Eats delivery driver, if you do this full time, makes an average annual pay of $39,000 a year. And that works out to be $18.85 an hour. And that is $4 above the minimum wage in New York State. And the next one is something that I do. I still personally do. It is very simple to do. And that is selling stuff online. I use eBay, I use Poshmark, I use Let Go, and Facebook Marketplace. I have so much junk in my house. Well, it's probably not junk. It's just stuff that I have sitting around at my house, my parents' house, that has some sort of value to someone else that you could be able to make some money off of it. Whether it's a $5 item or like a $300 item, you could be able to sell it. I sell my old clothes. I got a lot of Obey shirts. I got a lot of Huff shirts. I got a lot of Undefeated shirts, Supreme stuff, Nike Dunks, Jordans. I sell all that stuff on Facebook Marketplace and Poshmark. All the clothes that I don't wear, I end up selling. And that saying, one man's trash and another person's treasure, is totally true. It is my trash, but it's also turning into a treasure because someone is going to pay me for the things that I'm not using anymore. I've been selling a lot of my old shirts for around $5 to $10, and some of these shirts I actually bought for around that price. Like especially I sell a lot of my shirts from Uniqlo or H&M right on Poshmark. And to make $100 a day, it's actually pretty simple. If you're selling shirts for $10 or $20, you only need to sell 10 or 5 shirts, or even if you're selling jeans, you could actually price them up a little bit more. So it's not that hard to make $100 a day, especially if you've bought quality items in the past. And even if you didn't, might as well list them because you never know what someone might like and they might buy it anyway. And it is super simple, and it's not like those things that you're selling are doing anything anyway. It's pretty much just cleaning out your closet and making some money off of it. And for the other big things, the other big items, like I have furniture that I sell on Facebook Marketplace, patio furniture, all that stuff is super easy to sell, especially in the springtime, summertime, whenever people are looking for those type of things. And I could go into a whole video of all these different things that I sell on Facebook Marketplace, because that is where I actually sell a lot of the things that I have. And the best thing about this is that there is no upfront cost for this, because you should have everything already just sitting in your house ready to be sold. The only thing that you need to actually start this is a smartphone, an iPhone, something to take a picture with and to log on to Facebook, Poshmark, whatever platform that you want to use to sell things, and type it out, upload the pictures, and wait for it to be sold. And the next big thing that a lot of people could do is something like an Airbnb or just renting out a room. If you have an apartment with 2 rooms and you don't use the other one, I would recommend you house hack it and rent it out. Even if you have a big house and you have an extra room, to a family member or a friend, anybody, you could rent it out and you could potentially make $100 a day if you live in a high traffic type of area. And even if you don't, you can pretty much charge a premium for that room. And if you have rent or a mortgage to pay, that is the best part about it, because that renter is now going to be paying off a portion of that rent or mortgage. So that is one of the best things. So you get to keep more money in your pocket at the end of the week, at the end of the month, whatever it may be. And the next side hustle kind of ties in with renting out a room. Instead of a room where someone could live or whatever, you could rent out space in your house, whether it's the attic, the basement for storage, or you could rent out like the parking lot, or you could rent out your driveway, a place to park, your shed, anything for some money. And the way to do that is you could do it on neighbors.com. And I've recently looked into this because I've actually been seeing a lot of people posting about it, showing that they've been renting out parking spaces or renting out their attic or their basement, anywhere that someone could store some of their belongings, usually during a time of a move, or they just have no more space in their home and they need somewhere to store it that is probably cheaper than a storage facility. And you end up being that for them, and they will pay you a good amount of money for it, whether it's weekly or monthly. And I know that picture showed like $150 a month, so I'm saying that you would have to do this for multiple people to get the amount of money that would be equivalent to $100 a day, which would be around $3,000 worth. And like I said, if you have an extra room and you're Airbnb in a high traffic area, you could pretty much set your own rate to make it pretty much $100 a day or that service of having a room in that specific area. So ultimately, it comes down to scaling up the business. And lastly, one of the best side hustles that you could do to make $100 a day is probably becoming an influencer or content creator. And there is very minimal skill to become one of these. You just need a decent camera, probably a computer, or pretty much you could just use your iPhone, because I know a lot of you have iPhones and you just need to learn how to use the iMovie on your iPhone to edit it so you don't have so many ums, buts, and pauses during your video. You just need to find a good topic, niche down, and figure it out. And then you'll be able to make some money once you're able to get monetized on YouTube or Instagram or whatever platform that you decide to go on. This is probably the side hustle that takes the longest to get paid, but it's probably the most lucrative one because I see a lot of people on YouTube making a lot of money. I've recently been on a podcast or a video telling you guys that I've made a lot of money last year on this channel. So it does become lucrative, but it does take a lot of time to get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. So again, these are some of the side hustles that I thought of that could potentially make you $100 a day. Tell me what you guys would do with an extra $100 a day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace.